Countryside Experience. My name's Richard Powell and I'm one of the directors, owners of the farm here. Now we're just going to take you through a little bit behind the scenes what we do at Park Hall just to get ready for our visitors. Now I usually get here fairly early, around 7 o'clock in the morning. One of my first steps is just to check around the site to see if there's any major problems. This morning I've repaired our sand and water system. Some sand had got in one of the pumps, so that wasn't working. And then I go round the farm and feed the animals and check all the animals are okay, which I'm going to do in a few minutes. Now, just to say a little bit about Park Hall and what we've done over the last few years, and indeed over the last few months. We launched Park Hall about 20 years ago. This, in fact, is our 20th anniversary year. We've had some ups and downs. We started and then had to close almost immediately when foot and mouth hit. We then had quite a good time building numbers up, and last year we had about 75,000 visitors. And then disaster struck with the COVID-19 pandemic. So on March the 18th we closed. We were all very worried about what was going to happen, but we used that time well, I think, and we put in a number of new attractions and did quite a bit of renewal to Park Hall, which has stood us in good stead. We introduced Burrowland, which is a new attraction, and we put in a new woodland walk, but I would just like to say the government have done a really good job supporting us with the furlough scheme. I ended up working most of the period on my own because we did furlough quite a number of our staff. And talking about our staff, we have got a brilliant team here at Park Hall, many of which have been with us from when they were 16. They stay with us through when they're doing their A-levels and then going to uni, and then some come back and stay with us. We've got a number of experts here at Park Hall. We've got people who have done courses in animal care, and I think people like Amy and Lucy are really good at looking after the animals and helping us all out. But the biggest thing about our staff, and that's what all our visitors say, is they are so friendly and happy and really keen to give everyone a good day. When I go round the farm, as I say, my first step is to check everything's okay, and if there's any major problems, try and sort them out. And then I go around the animals and try and feed them. My first port of call usually is to go and feed the sheep. We've got around 70-80 ewes usually here at Park Hall, all different breeds. We've got some rare breeds. They are Shetlands, Dartmoors, and we've also got some commercial ewes, and they are Dorset horns crossed with Romney. And the advantage of a Dorset horn is that they can give birth any time of year, and they also are really cuddly, a bit like some people say I'm a bit cuddly as well. So the sheep, we sometimes call the Dorsets teddy bear sheep. When I've done the sheep, I usually go up to the wood and check that our dinosaur maze is okay, and then I will feed the chickens. We've got some new chickens arrived, so at the moment I've taken responsibility for them. They just need a bit of extra care. There's some silkies. They came all the way from Bristol, and they're all really attractive, all sorts of different colours. And then we also feed the rabbits and guinea pigs. We feed them hay, lots of hay in the morning, water, and then they have a concentrate mix, just a little, just to keep them going. We then have got some rabbits and guinea pigs that we move over to our animal barn, where everyone can have a go at stroking them a little bit later on. And then Dora the dinosaur is running later on today, so whichever member of staff it is, we have to disinfect that, obviously with COVID-19, before they use it for the day. And I've never had a go in Dora the Dino, but the rest of the staff says it's really hot, and they did perhaps mention that I ought to go in it, and then I could go on a diet in there. So that's most of the things that happen, the fun things that happen before we open. We open at 10 o'clock, and we just enjoy the day with the company of all our visitors.